As he taketh away, so also the Lord giveth. Although I am reluctant to delve deeply into current affairs, I think we can all agree that the past week has had its difficult moments. The British people have had to face firsthand the perilous reality of woke policing, in conjunction with knife crime, that other dismal fixture of contemporary life in the UK. In the Philippines, Mother Nature has brought forth her wrath, with a devastating earthquake taking many lives from this world. It's moments like these that make us question, what's it all for? Why keep on keeping on? Well, dear listener, with the right attitude, you will perceive in front of us a glass 3/4 full. On the day of this episode's recording, the ancient nation of Iran said that it will cease attacks on its ancient neighbor Israel. Is peace to remain so distant a hope, in light of this wondrous development? Similarly, this week sees the first episode of God Worshipping Society to feature an all-new poetry reading section, Verses with Athelfeather, which, we hope, with every immaterial fibre of our souls, will redeem reality of all these atrocious events we've recently borne witness to. So sit back, relax, pour yourself up a nice glass of Chianti, and leave all earthly concerns behind, as you ascend to a higher realm of civilized artistic expression. Amen.
I've not really been keeping up to date with the news this week, to be honest. I saw the earthquake in the Philippines, and obviously the stabbing incident. But other than that,
well, I only looked at the news today to see what I could make, how I could make this podcast relevant for this episode, and I couldn't really find a way, to be honest.
Well, other than that, I've not really done my homework in that regard.
No. Well, who cares? I mean, did you see that video from yesterday of Trump storming out of that interview?
No, I didn't. Tell me.
You didn't? What happened? Well, it's not that he just got annoyed because he was saying he won the 2020 election or whatever, and they were arguing with him, and he was okay. I don't want to argue with you. You're all crooked, and then he stormed out. But I only brought it up because it was crazy how awful he looked.
Is he looking a bit old, or?
He's looking terrible, so bad.
I mean, Obama was
really
young,
noticeable,
and by the end of his tenure, he was looking ancient.
Yeah, and Obama's probably got a fairly healthy lifestyle, whereas Trump
probably more so than Donald Trump. Let's be honest.
Yeah, his diet is awful. He doesn't really exercise. I mean, he's always looked pretty bad, but
he's 80.
Yeah, no, he's 79, so he's almost 80, and by the time, if he lives that long, by the time he's finished, he will have been the eldest person to ever be president of the US, which is crazy. Why does that happen more as time goes by? It really is just a gerontocracy.
I mean, people get older, don't they? But it's also, And I think, was Obama one of the youngest? He must have been, right? He was pretty young.
Yeah, I think he was the young, apart from maybe Kennedy. Kennedy was pretty young, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think Kennedy must have been in his 30s.
I don't know why I'm saying,
early
I can't
40s.
just check. I don't just have a computer in front of me.
Well, then we wouldn't be having a conversation, though, It's
true,
much more interesting
true.
for people to listen to two people not give a fact and speculate about it than to actually just hear facts.
Yeah. Is that we can just say any old shite, really, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
John F. Kennedy is in the runnings. He was the youngest to ever be elected, but not the youngest president ever.
So who got inherited the
Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah, no, Carter was
42, and William McKinley was assassinated in 1901. There you go.
That is pretty young. But in the UK, we had a prime minister who was like 22 when he became prime minister. Pitt the Younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like during the Napoleonic Wars. I think it was like
we
were at war.
A pretty decent prime minister, I think, as well, right? He was fairly.
Yeah, he was very. Yeah, I mean, we beat Napoleon in the end. I guess he takes some credit for that. I don't really know, but yeah, he was like. Imagine that you're at war with like the biggest war your country's ever fought in up until this point,
with
and
a
like
massive European empire.
Yeah, and like arguably the greatest general ever, some would say, you know, and you elect like a 22-year-old guy, like some toff, just some like
some
dumb...
rich 22-year-old guy.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, he should.
Whose dad was prime
charge.
minister before him, or one or two before him, I think.
Yeah, he was a few before. Pitt the Elder was a great prime minister.
Yeah, he's inherited the genes of leadership. So that's what we need to go back to. Stop getting rid of the House of Lords.
Genetics.
Get rid of the House of Commons. Clearly, hereditary statesmanship is what we need. The genetic memory of our rulers is what matters here.
It would be funny for the prime ministerial position to become monarchical, and then we have a country where we have a constitutional monarchy where we have like kings and queens, but they don't have any political power because they were like usurped by Parliament, which is now just turned into a kind of subsidiary monarchy. Like a secondary
hereditary despotism.
Yeah, with a constitutional monarchy slapped on top.
Yeah. That's then got a king that
people would be like,
anything.
The United Kingdom has a unique constitution that has led to its peculiar social arrangements. Yeah, that would probably be the peak of British history, I guess, really. And they get democratically elected on the basis of being monarchical. You know?
Yeah.
They're called, like, My Father's Party. That's the name of the party.
So they get elected.
That's what it would be called. That's what the party would be called. And people will ask the guy, like, who's running, like, what's your party? And he'll be like, oh, it's My Father's Party. And then that just becomes the official name.
Yeah. They get elected and then become the hereditary leaders. Is that right?
Yeah. It's a secondary order.
If they don't have an heir, then it goes to an election again. It's like a really bizarre
and then there's a third,
system of government.
And it's like an infinite regress of monarchs that are upholding the ones above them with the occasional democratic element.
That would just become like what everyone thinks feudal monarchy was, where you just have to, all you care about is an heir. Because if not, it falls back to the proles voting you in.
Yeah. It's funny, like, I think, like, why have I been unsuccessful as a writer? I've tried different genres. I've written like thriller type stuff. I've written like comedy type stuff, and it's like, well, because my idea of a good comedic piece of writing would be me just writing out the constitution of this country.
some bizarre that
would be a joke.
Britain.
And it's like, no one would find that funny. No one would bother reading it because it would actually just be dull to read. You'd have to, like, it only works as a joke if the whole thing is taken all together. Yeah, but like even the details of it wouldn't be funny. It would be like a serious constitution, and the only joke isn't in the constitution itself. It's the resulting system that it implies. That's the joke, and no one would want to read that.
That is
no one would ever buy that.
That's certainly what one can describe as a neurodivergent form of humour. You have to read this entire constitution. It's only when you reflect back on it do you see how ridiculous
on what it would actually look like.
Yeah,
and then
you really have to build the humour for yourself. It's like it's a Lego set, It's not the pieces individually; it's what you get from it. That's the humour.
Yeah, and it's unlike Lego, it is just in your mind. Like there's no tangible.
You can't show it to someone else who maybe wouldn't get it and say, "Look
it's
at my
creative,
Legos,"
but Yeah, it's creative, but what you're creating is completely immaterial, namely thoughts and ideas. So it's not really creative in any materialist reading. Like maybe Marx wouldn't say that it's real.
Maybe it would spur someone to create this system. And then we can all find humour in it when we have to live under it.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good start to the episode, actually.
That's quite meta, saying that mid-episode.
Yeah.
I think
do you want to get on with the first segment, which is verses with Athelfeather.
Yeah, sure. Let's experiment, shall we?
Verses with Athelfeather.
Yeah.
So I wrote a poem.
Yeah.
Take because I've been taking Voltarol recently.
Voltarol,
which is like it's a gel. I rub it on my. Yeah, it's similar to that. It helps with like muscle tension or whatever. If you've been stressed or whatever. But that spurred that. But I realized that you can also get Voltarol not just as a gel but as a suppository, and then an interesting idea came into my mind, and I've written a poem about it.
To quickly intercede here, my dad always used to tell me a story about a hazing ritual at a football club, where they would put deep heat on a goalie glove and stick it in someone's ass, and that's all I can think.
That's very messed up. That's a very cruel thing to do to someone.
Yeah, although some hazing rituals I've heard of, particularly at university,
at a football club.
Yeah, new goalie,
just lads,
just sort of anally
welcoming him in. Yeah,
welcome. Yeah. See how you cope. All right, take it away. Take it away.
All right. Two men, a wedded couple, Phil and Bill. Their bedroom frolics, chronic pain had killed. Phil's loins by muscle tension had been maimed. Bill's lower back perpetually inflamed. Their doctor, seeing each in turn, prescribed, advising them to twice a day imbibe the same concoction, Voltarol, although each method did... Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm just very nervous.
It's like slam poetry, don't worry, just keep going.
I'm
clicking
so
over here for you. I'm clicking.
I'm so scared. Yeah. The same concoction, Voltarol, although each method differed yay. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
The same concoction, Voltarol, although each method differed, yea, did greatly so. Phil's medicine, a gel within a tube, with which his loins, his doctor said, to lube. Whilst Bill, in these things skilled, would have to take suppositories at night and once awake. Alas, our lovers ever did forget, and thus in pain they languished with regret. Their medicine untouched upon the shelf, their love life stagnant, unimproved their health. But then, by Bill, a cunning plan was hatched. Aroused as if on Grindr they'd just matched. 2 gays, 1 stone, or so the Saudis say. Proposed he this, and went they on their way. Bill's medicine in place, and Phil's applied. The former by these means did upward slide. Once... Wait, the last line's the best.
Okay.
Once satisfied...
It's really good.
Once satisfied and painless with a kiss, said Phil, if only I took PrEP like this.
Well, that was superb. That was really good.
Yeah, thank you.
It was almost Dr. Zeusian if he was a freak.
Thank you. Yeah. That's the first verse on Athelfeather's verses with Athelfeather.
That
the
was
new
superb.
segment. Yeah, sponsored by Voltarol, our official partners. And the guys who manufacture PrEP, whatever they're called, I guess.
What is a suppository Voltarol meant to do?
Well, the same thing any Voltarol does.
But for your
it does sound like we're sponsored by them. We're just doing an advert now.
It's just an ad read. So tell me, what does suppository Voltarol do? Because, I mean, it's hot. It relieves... How is that meant to help with your arse? Is it if you got hemorrhoids or something?
No, because Voltarol isn't just... It's not just about, like, temperature, like deep heat. It's actually an anti-inflammatory medication. So you can take it by pill as well, and it just reduces inflammation. But I don't know why you would take it as a suppository. It doesn't seem like a convenient way to take it.
Oh, okay. So it's like, what's her name out of Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, Nikki... Is that her name?
No, that doesn't sound right. Fuck,
no.
I always
the
talk
blonde
about
one.
it. Yeah. Stevie Nicks, there we go.
Stevie Nicks, that's it, yeah.
Getting the cocaine blown up her ass. You can drink alcohol this way as well. You can put alcohol in your ass. Don't do this.
And coffee. Tobacco, that's how they originally took tobacco. The oldest way of taking tobacco is not smoking it and is not even snuffing it through your nose. It's actually taking it anally, yeah. Which is crazy. Could you imagine what that must feel like?
you get that, like, you get a good throat hit. It's like, oh, damn, dude, I got a great colon hit off that.
Those guys must have,
like crazy.
They just must have, at some point, one of them must have been doing that and just thought, like, what are we doing? Like, what?
Can't we just do this another way?
What is the point in this life? I don't, like, this is what we do for fun when we're not, like, sacrificing each other.
Thank God we figured out we could smoke it.
Yeah.
Imagine getting the pub and the guy's like, I'm just going out for a cigarette. And you go out there and he's like, on his back, knees up by his ears,
like
pushing a cigarette up his ass. You're like, is that good? Is that good? Yeah, man, I only like Marlboro Browns.
Very nice. Yeah. Do you know what adverts I've been getting a lot of lately? Is
what adverts have you been getting a lot of?
Chair Tai Chi. It's when I'm watching my alternative healing videos. Yeah. It's like, but it's all AI generated.
Okay, because no one's actually doing it.
Yeah, and like everyone keeps shifting how they look, and like their accents keep changing in the video, and it's like a fake podcast, and it's like, my dad's 65. What should he do to get in shape? And then it's this old Asian guy who's ripped, and he's like, chair Tai Chi. It's good for your back, and you don't need any equipment, and it all sounds really stilted.
This is Californian,
and
isn't it? This is definitely what people in California do.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I mean, I think it's just what idiots do. Like old boomers who are like, old guys who are like, I'm going to get in shape so that Karen will come back. And then it's like, it's so just like kind of moving around whilst you're sat on a chair. Yeah. It's like obviously not going to work, but they know that deep down, but they're still doing it anyway, I guess.
But it's something. Theory. They're like, well, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not. Maybe we can try it. Maybe we can try and do some chair Tai Chi. That's hard to say. Chair Tai Chi.
Yeah, and it is hard to say. I wonder if that's strategic, if that's part of the branding.
Because it makes it sound more mysterious.
Well, it sounds more Asian.
I've been doing this Tai Chi. Oh no, I've said it wrong. Like, it must be mysterious and worldly.
Otherworldly.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
You can link to the
interesting.
Other side by sitting on your ass.
Interesting stuff, guys.
I wonder if they do
that on the internet
in the Philippines with this earthquake.
Oh yeah. I don't know anything about this earthquake.
I also don't know anything about it. I saw that there were like tsunami warnings around the rest of Asia.
I saw the headline like 19 dead in Philippines from earthquake, and I was like, oh, and I just scrolled past it.
I mean, who did a better job of forming the greater East Asian co-prosperity sphere than the Pacific Ocean? Because any of them get an earthquake, and the whole of Asia gets ravaged. That's a true bond.
Doesn't kamikaze mean like typhoon wave or something?
It means like, God's wind, I believe.
God's wind, okay, wind. So not quite an earthquake or a tsunami, but yeah.
But the kamikaze is what whipped up the typhoon that stopped the Mongols invading Japan in like the 12th century or something.
That's correct. How crazy is it that all these countries you can go to on a holiday? It's like a normal place for Westerners to go on holiday, and like, you know, but if you just happen to go there at the wrong time, you just get completely murked by a tsunami wave, and it's like, and no one talks about that. When someone's like, "I'm going to Thailand," no one's like, "Oh, what are you going to do?"
Shattering.
Yeah. You better hope like a massive tsunami that couldn't be predicted just randomly happens while you're there, you know, and it probably won't, and it's perfectly safe to go there, but occasionally it's extremely dangerous. Yeah.
I feel like I should. Like it'd be quite funny to start saying that to people when they mention going to these places.
That would ruin a holiday for me.
That sounds lovely.
I'm way too paranoid.
Let's just hope there isn't a magnitude 9 earthquake that kills tens of people.
Yeah,
there.
Like that one in 2004. I remember that because I was a child model at that age. Fun fact. And my very first agent that I had as a child model
your first
killed. Agent.
Oh, agent. Sorry.
My first agent.
First agent was killed when I was 4.
It's like some guy talking about his wives. Some old white guy talking about his wives.
I moved on from the white Bangkok. People. After my wife left me, I went to Thailand. Brought a few home.
What was I saying? What was I talking about?
Your agent died.
Oh, yeah, she died. She got killed in a tsunami.
That's awful.
Like, yeah, I know, it's crazy. That's really Why are you laughing?
I'm not. They can't see me.
People can't see, but Felix right now is he's doing the L thing on his forehead, and he's
womp womp
doing but yeah, no, I remember that, and I was like, that must have been when I was like 3 or 4 years old, which is crazy. You know, this woman died like saving her. Yeah, I got a different agent after that. My mother was not gonna give up on my child modeling career anytime soon.
Despite this bad portents of your agent literally
extremely bad portents, yeah, and that and the child saying, "I don't want to do this."
Please, please, no.
Yeah,
don't let that stop them. They're a child; they don't have any choice.
No, exactly. That's why we have age of consent laws. You know,
exactly.
That's why we support child slavery here.
Yeah,
worshipping society. They have no agency, therefore, there's nothing wrong with child slavery.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I've been quite corrupted by Japanese media the past week. So I've been playing a lot of that JoJo's fighting game. So that's been present in my mind, and all the weirdness that comes with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I started playing Persona. Have you heard of that series?
Yeah, I watched the anime years ago when it came out.
I don't know why. I was just looking for something to do, and I remembered I had Persona 4 on my Steam account, and I played like 20 minutes of it. So I started playing it. That
People like
very
it.
Strange. People do like it. I think mostly weeaboos like it. It's not bad. Probably. It's a JRPG.
It's just an RPG, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Pokemon.
I just don't care about the setting. Yeah, it's like Pokemon. I never liked the setting of Pokemon. It's just too weird for me. But like, I like fantasy RPGs. You know,
it's like Pokemon for angsty teenagers because it's all about like battling feelings. I'm not that far into.
That is very gay. Games, so. Yeah. The anime was probably awful, but that's how cool I am. I haven't even played the game. I just watched the spin-off anime.
Yeah, because it's already a spin-off
Actually, I don't
from
know what
some
came
other
first.
JRPG series. I think the anime came afterwards. I feel like.
Right. I think there's a manga as well, but I'm not that autistic.
Undoubtedly, it seems to be a really popular series. So I'll check in again next week, and I'll let you know how I'm getting on with it.
I started playing Dark Souls for the first time.
Whoa, okay, this is big. How are you enjoying
it's pretty
Dark
sick.
Souls? I'm a massive
I only
Souls
started
fan,
it yesterday.
So...
Yeah, I only started it yesterday. The thing is, I'm enjoying it, but I think I went in with the right attitude, because I went in thinking, like, I'm probably going to have to die, like, a ridiculous amount of times to get through this game. And I just went in expecting that. So when I get killed, I don't get upset. I'm like, okay. Like, I expect it. And like a Japanese guy going into battle, you know? It's like...
Or to work.
That's why people in the West complained about the game, you know? Because they were like, oh, it's so hard. It's like you're playing it with the wrong attitude. If you're a soldier, you shouldn't go out there thinking, I hope I survive. You should go out there thinking the complete opposite, you know? so that you can turn into some kind of spirit that helps guide your nation towards getting nuked and just completely slaughtered and destroyed by an industrial power that doesn't rely on some kind of
esoteric spiritual
policy.
I remember when Elden Ring came out, there was like a huge buzz in the media about like, oh, games should have difficulty, like games like this need difficulty sliders because the game's too hard.
Just play a game that does have that. Like there are so many other games. I don't know why anyone bothers reviewing games. Yeah.
Well, some game reviewers are just awful. Like I saw someone reviewing a new Milsim game that's coming out, and he was like, I can't really see anyone and I keep dying and it's not very fast paced. So I don't like the game, so I'm giving it a bad review. It's like, hang on, you've missed the entire point of the game.
Right, yeah.
It's meant to be slow and tactical.
Low visibility.
It's a Milsim. Like you have to look for people. It's not. But yeah, I'm a huge Souls fan. In fact, you playing it on the Switch, I assume.
Yeah. I got the remaster.
Yeah, that was what made it click for me, because I used to play the older version on the PC, and I just kept banging my head against the wall. I hated it. I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, this game is just... I don't get it.
It's just really hard as well. It's so slow. Hard. Like, the combat is really... Like, you have to really
be patient. You have to be really patient. Otherwise, you get punished really bad. But it was when I played it on the Switch, I played through the whole game. I don't know what happened. I was like, I'm just going to play it again. And it clicked. And I understood the game, and I just got through it. I was like, I get it.
It's cool. So, it's almost like Resident Evil 4 in some sense. And I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's the setting or whatever, or it's just the fact that you're up against this constant onslaught.
Is it the Japanese trying to do something European?
And Gothic, I guess. It's like Japanese Gothic. Yeah.
Because the setting is really cool. I really like how miserable everything is. And, Dark Souls 1. Oh. How far in are you then?
Not very far at all. Like I only played it for like a couple of hours yesterday. But I thought it was pretty cool.
Did you beat you got through the asylum?
Yeah. I just got the Zweihander in the graveyard. That's where I am.
Oh, okay. So
because I read that you should definitely get
Yeah.
I read that like you need to pick up the Zweihander. So I was like, well, that sounds fucking cool as well. So I'm definitely going to pick that weapon up.
There's a point in the game, not too far on, where you're traversing the world and suddenly it clicks and you realise just how interconnected the world is. And I think that was the point.
Yeah,
the game just became magical to me. Like you take a lift somewhere and you're out somewhere exactly where you've already been, and you're like, oh my god, the whole world is the map is like insanely well connected, and I just fell in love with it.
Do you know a game that I tried that was really boring and more importantly really lame was Dead Cells?
Oh yeah, I've played a bit of Dead Cells, but it never really caught me. Like it seems
it felt really Reddit. I don't know what it is. It's like the style and the plot and everything, and it was just I felt like I was just growing a neck beard just playing it.
I said that. I've got 6.5 hours in it, but I don't remember any of those 6.5 hours.
It's just like I don't. It just felt like a millennial was strangling me.
It is a bit like that.
What it felt like.
It's kind of one of those like, oh, you like roguelikes? Try Dead Cells r/roguelikes.
Also, every indie game that comes out now is called a roguelike. Every single one of them. It's become a completely meaningless term. Yeah, but it's like just any game. It would be like a driving game, and it'll be like, this is a roguelike. This is a driving game with roguelike elements, and it's like...
Sonic is a roguelike because you lose rings when you die. So is Dark Souls, because you lose souls when you die.
Yeah, Mario Kart introducing the newest roguelike indie game.
If you fall off the track, you get a new car.
Yeah, Nintendo goes into liquidation, founds a newer company to make, with all the IP, to make
Nintendo-like.
To make Nintendo. Yeah, and the brand is called Nintendo-like, and they all just grow out neckbeards and start all the employees. Yeah. Well, shall we have some aphorisms for the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
offer las aphorisms.
Well, I couldn't write any this week, so I
Okay. Are you
so I'm
delving into
repurposing.
the history to...
I'm repurposing some of my old Substack not tweets but
Posts.
notes. They're called
Subs.
notes. Yeah.
Stacks.
Yeah. No, because they're not the main feature. It's like a Twitter type feature that's awful. Yeah, but no one seemed to have read them, so I figured I can just reuse them here.
Yeah,
so,
this is a perfect place for it.
So first of all, culture is downstream from economics, which is downstream from technology, which is downstream from the development of human consciousness, which is in turn downstream from the God-worshipping society podcast.
Excellent.
One.
Yeah, so listeners, take that on board.
Second aphorism. Stop being a parasite. You're getting in the way of our society parasitically leeching off of nature.
Excellent.
That's one.
That's very Reddit
And then,
as well.
That is quite Reddit, yeah. And then the next one is probably a bit less Reddit. It's more, I don't know. It's historical.
Okay.
So third aphorism. When we hear about someone from history who died in Nazi-occupied territory, we assume they were murdered. A large number of people, however, died of natural causes and old age whilst living under the jurisdiction of the Third Reich. History is more complicated than we might assume. Now imagine if you know John Green.
I don't
guy
know
wrote
John
The Fault
Green.
in Our Stars. Yeah, you do.
Yes,
His
yeah.
brother of Hank Green, the I fucking love science guy. Yeah. Imagine, you know, John Green had that like really obnoxious history thing on YouTube. Do you remember that? With
one of those
when the animations popped up, he'd be like, "Okay, Thought Bubble, that's enough," and it's like,
yeah, it was part of that. What was that series called? Like Quick Thoughts or something? You know, it was like an educational series because Hank Green did a few of them, didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't do history. He did
philosophy, I think, as well.
Oh yeah, no. Did John Green do? I don't remember. But those guys suck. Obviously, I mean, pretty low hanging fruit at this point to pick on.
They are like millennial gods, though. We might face backlash.
But that
that
last aphorism, you could almost imagine John Green saying it in one of his videos, and then like Thought Bubble pops up, and it's an animation of like people getting thrown into the ovens at the chambers, and then John Green's like, "That's enough, Thought Bubble.
Yeah, go away.
Stop showing genocides. Ooh." He'd do something like that.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, he'd make. Yeah, I feel like he'd be like, "Yikes, Thought Bubble,"
and then do a soy
Thought
face.
Bubble explicitly depicting what happened in Auschwitz.
Hideous things, yeah.
No, like just stuff on the Eastern Front.
Friend of the show, Thought Bubble.
Friend of the show, Thought Bubble, and the Green Brothers. Excellent scholars.
They're not friends of the show, are they? Enemies of the show.
No, because it's going to get cool again. The millennial thing will come back in about 3 years, and we got to get in on that. So let's start acting like millennials now.
Okay,
and then
this
by
is
the
our
time
Chinese
it's in
history
fashion,
repeating itself again.
Yeah, well, by the time it is in fashion, because we'll have already been doing it for a few years, we can do the most millennial thing of all, which is say, I was doing it first. We initiated that style, you know.
Well, we'll get some time, because when millennials are the
That's
boomers
such a funny
now...
thing to say. To say like, oh no, I was the first guy to like modernistically copy an older style.
Yeah.
I was the first guy to do that. It was my
I was
idea.
the first one to
copy that idea.
Someone else's idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when millennials are the boomers of now, that will be cool again. Because they will be
nearly
effectively
are
running the society. So then us copying them will be cool.
Yeah.
We just got to do what they do. Like, complain about being impoverished and boomers. Hang on, that's what we do anyway. We just
we're all
complain
just
about
boomers.
boomers. Yeah.
We're all just boomers, and we all hate each other.
Yeah.
Because boomers can't form, like social relationships with people. They always got to be falling out with each other all the time and like having arguments.
It's very catty, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know, speaking of boomers, I went onto Substack the other day and I got this thing pop up saying people to follow, and right next to each other it was Robert Fripp and then Jared Taylor, and I just thought that's such a nice kind of like which boomer would you be? Out of those, would you rather be Robert Fripp or Jared Taylor?
I think I'd rather be Robert Fripp.
Yeah, Robert Fripp is pretty cool, and his wife is
Toya. What's her name? Toya Wilcox.
Yeah, for her age, looks
keeping
phenomenal.
everyone entertained over lockdown, if I remember correctly.
Very radiant older woman.
A lovely old.
I don't know what Jared Taylor's wife looks like, but
I have no idea. I didn't really know much about Jared Taylor.
Maybe he's a bachelor, in which case, yeah. I mean, because he's
Twitter,
kind of,
which is a bit weird.
Because of his career, it's basically impossible for him to do the ultimate boomer guy thing, which is have like a green card marriage with a Filipina.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't do that. So who is he sleeping with? I guess he could go ultra fascist and be like, where was he born?
Yeah.
Bristol, United Kingdom.
Bristol, United Kingdom. You're not far off. It was actually Kobe, Japan.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
He lived in Japan until he was 16 and became fluent in Japanese by attending Japanese schools.
He would have a Japanese wife and then come up with a Hitler-esque elaborate explanation for how Japanese people are actually white.
Oh, white. Yeah, exactly.
They're like convergently evolved whites, which is literally what Hitler did.
Oh, I just searched Jared Taylor White instead of wife. Evelyn Rich. I've searched Jared Taylor wife, and the only images that come up are just him. It's a bit weird.
He is his own wife. Maybe that's...
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at a WordPress account called Jared Taylor Exposed.
Well, I guess the logical conclusion to his kind of worldview is that you should date people who look the most similar to you. Which should make gay guys really, or just gay people in general, superior to everyone else by that logic.
Yeah. Do you want to know
that's kind of...
This is the problem with being a white supremacist, right? Other than being a white supremacist. But this WordPress account is called Jared Taylor Exposed, right? And what would you think it would be about? Just based on that. Just
Jared Taylor with his dick out, I guess.
Well, I thought Jared Taylor Exposed. Okay, maybe it's someone trying to advertise that he's a white supremacist. I don't know, trying to put him out. No, it's that he's Jewish because his wife is Jewish.
Oh, damn.
So
his wife must be so sick of him. Could you imagine if you're a Jewish woman and you marry this guy?
And do you want to know the reasoning? It's because someone Googled the surname Rich, and apparently it's Jewish.
I mean, assuming that the surname Rich is a Jewish name is a very anti-Semitic kind of thing to do.
I'm not entirely sure about that.
If my name was Athelfeather Moneybags, would you assume that I was Jewish? Because that would be extremely
rich.
Yeah. Well, would you? What if I was broke? I remember reading about like Central African names, and it was like talking about how they have like random English words as names, and it was like Central and West African, and it was talking about this guy who's a gardener, and his first name is Professor. And he's like, my parents call me that because they thought it would help with like my career.
Yeah, it's manifest destiny. Yeah. Truly,
it's just a gardener.
I can't stop looking at that. I found a Twitter account @classicist9999.
Oh my god!
He's got an entire
how small that guy's dick is. Could you imagine?
Got an entire thread about how
classicist
Jared Taylor is actually Jewish.
You can't make your whole like personality being like, I'm pro this historical era. It's like, what do you mean? It's a historical era.
His profile
just
picture,
go back to it.
His profile picture is a really awful AI image of a Chad in Roman armor.
Right.
It's really not good. I'll post it in the politics and culture chat because that seems appropriate.
Let's have a look.
But this guy's got a thread just about why.
Oh my God,
it says
this is so
100%. Jared Taylor's wife is Jewish. His point number 5 is that he has 2 Jewish daughters. But I don't think they are Jewish. He just is saying that because he's claiming his wife is Jewish. I think that might be a logical fallacy.
That was a very Reddit thing of you to say.
Well,
I think that might be a
I think that's
logical
a logical fallacy. Point 6. Jared Taylor and E. Michael Jones are separated twins. Jones is good at the Jewish question, but not race or IQ. Taylor is good at race IQ, but not the Jewish question. He has controlled opposition. This is mental.
Oh my God. You can't get... These people are never going to get anywhere if they're going to just act like this the whole time, you know? If they're just going to... Like, even Hitler wouldn't think like that, you know? He was at least pragmatic enough to be like, you know... I'll let this, you know... Like, he wouldn't have been like that guy's wife is slightly Jewish, so I'm, you know, he'd find a way to weasel out of it, you know.
Yeah, and he says, point 8, this is Jared Taylor's wife. Physiognomy doesn't lie.
Oh, God.
And he has a single comment on that says, what a beautiful gene. Smiley face. So even the one person who's commented on it doesn't agree with this guy.
Yeah, this is insane level. Like, you can't have a movement if you're constantly backstabbing each other, you know?
Exactly, this is the problem.
As a fascist, you should understand the threat of backstabbing. That should be, like, the number one thing you talk about, is getting stabbed in the back. You know, if you're a real white nationalist.
Yeah. This guy has 57,500 posts.
Jesus, God. I wonder what job he has. Like, what could because you wouldn't think anyone you work with is like this, you know, at the office. Then you don't look around and... Yeah. But, like, these are real people. I mean, he's probably a NEET or something, I guess, to be honest.
Almost undoubtedly.
It's just kind of crazy. Yeah. It's crazy that is a life you can have. And you're just tweeting about people's noses and stuff and, like, how they're less superior than you. And it's just, like, some guy who doesn't have a job.
So this guy has 57,300 posts, and he's been on Twitter for 3 years. That's 20,000 posts a year.
That's so much time. That's such a big portion of your life is just on Twitter.
Yeah. 20,000
posts
a year. I mean, that is a lot.
Yeah, that's so much time. You could be reading books or something, or, like, writing or painting, or, you know, you're just on Twitter arguing about race. Such a waste of time.
Just mental. You're
just wasting your time doing. Go on.
Do you want to know what's happening on Twitter right now? Shall I tell you the trending topics? Well, I have to, because number 1 is real. Whoever they've done it has spelt Israel wrong. That's good.
Wow, I'm not. That checks out that everyone's talking about Israel, you know.
And Great Yarmouth First, trending in the United Kingdom, apparently.
What's going on in Great Yarmouth?
Well, it's what's it called, isn't it? Britain First.
Oh, Great Yarmouth First. Yeah, they should form a nation.
It's all going mental.
If they had their own nationhood, they would create, like, the best fish and chips shop ever.
Oh my God!
That would be
ice cream?
The backbone. That would be the backbone of their economy. They would create, like, they would have one restaurant in the whole kingdom, and it would be the palace where the king lives, and they just make fish and chips there. That would be the kingdom of Great Yarmouth.
The kingdom,
Magnum
kingdom.
Magnum Yarmotum.
I've sent a picture of one of the accounts that's tweeting about it right now.
That's a nice lion. I like the AI lion.
The low glow.
The low glow.
I wonder who he's voting for.
Restore Britain. He's not even reform.
No, he's even harder. Yeah.
When are we gonna have retard Britain?
That's what we need. We need to make it.
Can we actually, like, file to start a political party called Retard UK?
Yeah, we want to take things back to how they should be.
And people will be like, these Zoomer lefties are taking the piss. They're taking the mickey out of...
They're taking the mickey.
Of a serious political movement led by Nigel Farage.
Issue that's splintered from Nigel Farage to Rupert Lowe. And
because they weren't
a small council in North Norfolk.
Yes! They weren't enough like the political party that's kind of, like, failing in the US right now.
Yeah. Norfolk
okay,
will
nice.
secede.
So you've got to head off now, I take it.
I do. I think, yeah, let's conclude.
That's all good. Well, a nice short episode, but, it was short but impactful. It was,
most certainly sweet.
Yes. Dulce, et decorum est, pro patria mori, is sweet and beautiful to die for your country. Those are Athelfeather's closing remarks on this episode. Something to die for
Magna Yarmouth.
Yeah, well, for this podcast, okay?
Exactly.
I might have to censor that out, actually, because it just sounds really bad.
We don't want people to think we're starting a Jim Jones-esque cult.
Yeah, like an actual cult. All right, fellas. Okay, fellas and ladies, all right, thank you very much. Give us a like and a subscribe and a comment or any kind of interaction. If you don't, then your mother will die in her sleep tonight. Amen. Good night.
Amen.